Kinil uzamamente tot umaking. Ki uja oshko wapshko bezut zeni banga kating shigo uningwiganang.
If on the bus we hear French speaking, we know right away that that's French. We can generally hear maybe we can't be very particular about it, but we hear like Chinese spoken and we know that's Chinese. But if you hear two old people or two young people speaking Anishinaabe on the bus, unless you have a background in that, generally Canadians won't. Oh, that's Ojibwe being spoken on the bus, which is an interesting and weird and disturbing thing to know that the Canadian ear doesn't recognize its own Indigenous languages. My piece at the Winnipeg Art Gallery is called Anishinaabe 1097. So you walk into this sort of triangular shaped structure. The room is very dark, but it's meant to be intentionally very dark, just enough to navigate this space. Once you're inside the space, because of the way the acoustical foam absorbs all the sound bouncing, it's a very dead, sonically dead space. You really sort of feel enveloped by the sound piece itself.
Kipichi magakotapan kema petsek. Ngojed nga biwanung. Bemsek napakamikong. Agame ashkawa wabisawak. Mishawei.
There was a young woman who did the voiceovers for us there, Teresa Aishin-Chartrand. And that was kind of her voice was the reason I did the piece at the WAG. Like we finally got the audio tapes sent in from Winnipeg. I clicked through and I heard her voice in it, and it was like, had this really the emotive feeling, just the way her voice is and the language is and the way it was mic'd. And right away I was like, okay, I know what I'm gonna do. You know, I'm gonna do a strictly audio piece based on the language and her voice.
Kinwes ji isisek, jibwa ijisek. Ishkwan shwastugun, kia kwanda wewak, benesi with you, benesi with you, benesi with you.
It wasn't so long ago where the language was actively subjugated. It was illegal to speak the languages at residential schools, or like that's only your mothers or your grandmothers that were sort of told that you can't speak that language anymore. And so actually putting that out in public spheres and using the language is sort of a political act of itself, you know? To not provide translation directly is to say that not everybody gets that sort of access. You know, it shouldn't be, you don't make art to explain yourself. The quality of her voice is so sculptural, and the language is such a beautiful thing to listen to. Like, you don't need the translation to get the piece.